Hello, MVBs. Welcome back to the Patreon page. Or if you're new, then welcome. Thank you so much for tuning in and coming over to Patreon and checking out this album reaction to 156/Silence. People watching. I've heard a handful of the tracks already on Twitch and on live streams, right? Been digging it. It feels like it's some creative, passionate metalcore stuff. So look, this album's getting a decent amount of hype. Let's see if the hype is worth the hype. I'm working on my first cup of coffee, okay? So bear with me. But look, that's all we need for Chit Chat. So 156/Silence. People watching.
Is it strange to have made something that hates you?
When it's time to be face to face with English, you'll be tied to the vices of irony's retention, spending every investment, undressing your patience is lethal injections for questions, reflecting on nothing, accepting your
Ooh. Cool break section already. I really dig the album art to this. Simple, but it works. It's one of the most memorable, visually striking albums. It really sets the tone for how the record's going to sound too. Bum, 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 bum. Good intro. Now it's a metalcore record. I need variety. Will I get that?
Don't forget
Ooh, they're bending more and more. Down, 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 down. Same kind of breakdown at the end there, though. Interlude. I'm seeing some people online talk about their distaste for interludes and albums. How? Why? To me, they're a breath of fresh air. There's breathing room for a record, man. Lets the band experiment with different sounds, like the use of heavy, moody cinematic synths here. Heavy, moody cinematic synths. Throw some adjectives, another verb. Coffee, work.
I feel like I've hit rock bottom. Another trap door opens and I plunge further into despair.
God only gives us as much suffering as we can endure.
We pile on the shit to see if we'll break.
Was
Why?
that Terrence Howard?
Test our faith and to make us appreciate the good that we do have.
Forgive me for saying so, Reverend.
What is
God
it?
is a
1
sick
times
fuck.
1 equals 5,000 or something? I think I've heard this one already, but This is a really good metalcore song, man. It reminds me of like Misery Signals a little bit with the chords that they're using, the emotion, the vocals, prog placement now. That was sick. Blood loss. Carson Pace. Oh, I think I might have heard this one too, actually. I know I heard the Craig Owens one. Actually, no, I have not heard this yet. I think I would have recognized this intro, though. So, yeah.
Push them into flames to see them face to face with pains I feel.
No, I've heard this. I've heard this song before.
Leave me less than you. Leave me when you need. I've seen what you believe's the best of you. I've seen better days. Consciously seething, I can't grind my teeth down any dollar. Priceless as a night. All of your price left, none of your rights right. My side, pride. What have I done? What have I done? I said it, over me. That's why it's been, 'cause the blows are compared to the bloodlust. I said it, over me. That's why it's been, but the blows are compared to the bloodlust. I said it, over me. That's why it's been, 'cause the blows are compared to the feeling of the pain. You and me, I wonder if you can do any better than I have been done. It's still your face, looks on in hatred, it's you engraved. Things that faintly represent fame.
Yeah. This part sounded very health. I remember Village Wolf from Twitch showing me this.
Once I need these, once I'm helpless. Anticipate my ablation be displayed and disconnect. I deflect every assessment you can make. I project myself upon the ones awake, mistaken all their contentious disbelief.
This is getting really cool right now, actually. Went metalcore, then emo, then kind of like creepy new metal. This is good, man. Fucking Craig here. I've heard this already, but I'm more impressed by the chord, the keys being used to elevate the screams right beforehand. Oh man, that's cool. Craig Owens. It's part of my years listening to this music back in the day. He's still such a good vocalist, so memorable with his cadence. Damn. It's unfortunate that we don't have lyrics on Spotify here.
Your
Unreasonable Doubt. This is the second most played song on Spotify. I don't think I've heard Awesome fucking delivery. Damn, dude. Damn, dude.
God pity you.
I could be like you. I could help the applause with a hollow point too. With a blink of view, I could speak my truth until I'm used to threading my noose with a burning fuse around the neck of wire barb to fasten it to. I could do that too. I could be like you.
I really love his vocal delivery. I'm just kind of trying to pay attention to his patterns. Whoa, there's 4 more songs? Bro, I need another coffee after this. Dude, what the back and forth vocals is sick. Oh, this is Trey. Coffee break. All right, let's get back to the album. Dude, I'm excited. I love it that I'm excited this way far into a metalcore record. Maybe with the Patreon donations, I should use it to get a new chair. Ooh, so mysterious. Rainy fall morning. This creepy metalcore album and a fresh cup of coffee. Things are hitting right now. Sick transition, great build up. Great flow, man.
push me right out of view.
That was sick. Healing process song that's almost 6 minutes long. The interludes, songs that vary in time length, they're not just 3 or 4 minutes every time. Oh. Ooh, that was creepy chord progression. A little spooky. Let's talk about it. So I've been dealing with what I believe to be just metalcore fatigue, right? Just review metalcore, so much of it that a lot of it just hits the same, it sounds the same. Metalcore has a notorious problem for all the bands pretty much replicating off each other, and a lot of subgenres do have this problem too, but I feel like metalcore definitely is, you know, notorious for it. But then albums like this really make me realize it's not necessarily metalcore fatigue that I'm feeling, but more that I feel like a lot of the albums this year are just a little bit stale. It's missing creativity. This album kept my interest for the entire 14-track record because it had variety, had so many things I like and I look for in albums. And I'm going to talk about it later. But another thing I want to bring up for my initial thoughts is that what I love is my community for showing me songs from this record, you know, on Twitch live streams or like Discord. You know, if you're a YouTube watcher, you probably don't really get this sense, but people who really interact with me share me their music. And when I see so many patterns, then it's like, okay, I see what you guys are doing. You guys are really trying to tell me to listen to something. And why it's so cool is because it's the community that understands, or just what the genre also needs to be interesting and to push forward. I never really see too many people showing me songs from, you know, stuff I'm not really into and just constantly telling me to listen to it, and I'll just be disappointed. You know, there's select records and bands that people will keep pushing on to me, and then when I do check it out, I'm like, I get it. And I just want to like thank you guys. If you're MVB, you know, you already obviously support the channel in that regard, so I want to thank you for that. But you're also, if you come on the Twitch live streams and Discord and you're telling me about this band and stuff, then just thank you, because this was a sick record. This was a good record, possibly great record. So let me break it down, not through the pros and cons. Unfortunately, I do not have enough time to edit all that, but I'm going to explain my thoughts that what I look for in a record, especially in metalcore, is variety, and pretty much just variety. Because if it's just 10, 11 songs of just, you know, breakdowns in the bridge and then a poppy chorus, and then verses with like this typical string skipping 5/7/8 riff, I'm going to have critiques, right? I'm going to enjoy a couple songs, but after some time, like, yeah, this album's not for me. I listen to albums so much differently than singles. So listening to a lot of these songs by themselves, like Blood Loss, Better Written Villain, I remember enjoying the songs. I'm like, okay, there's something intriguing here, but listening to it in the context of the record, they truly wrote an actual album that flows together rather than just a collection of songs. I think these albums, to me, are so much stronger than albums that just feel like a collection of songs. I think albums, when they really take the time to put everything together and how the album flows from start to finish, is so much harder to do than, you know, just writing a single after single after single. Because the album, how is it going to flow all together? And they managed to make it work. You know, the first couple tracks were just metalcore leading, good way to start the album. But you know what? I actually wasn't really blown away. It was until like track 3, the interlude, and then all of a sudden it went into a different direction with the interlude. And then Better Written Villain having the clean vocals and prog placement and Blood Loss, it just got weirder, right? And then Funeral Arrangements, it just constantly was getting more experimental, but not too experimental where it's a little bit snooty or anything. It's more them just experimenting and expanding with this theme and sound and atmosphere that's going for them. And the theme and atmosphere is eerie, it's creepy, it's heavy, it's emotional. And I feel like the album art, like I was saying in my reaction, is perfect. Like, this is truly one of the best album arts that I've seen all year. It's simple, you know, it's not something I'm going to hang up on my wall kind of thing, but in terms of if its effectiveness, just a creepy grin from this old-timey caricature just stands out in a sea of metalcore albums where it's like a figure standing against this big view with like maybe like this explosion or this big wave, you know what I mean? But the atmosphere on this record is the biggest takeaway for me, and the emotions, because there's so many times on this record where there's just the screams are just relentless, but then they're having this eerie kind of key progression alongside the instruments, and it just elevates the music into such a cathartic kind of way. This music is cathartic, it's beautiful, it's heavy, and I think that's what the emotions that they wanted to, that they're feeling the music, but it resonates with the listener. Now, I didn't expect the album to have such good flow and keep things interesting for the entire 14 tracks. That really blew my mind because, again, I find a lot of albums, especially in metalcore, tend to not have this kind of pacing, tend to have this kind of flow where ebbs and flows, the peaks and valleys of different moods and feelings, and they really did a good job with that. The vocal department also floored me. The vocals on this were so good. So first off, the harsh vocals. I've already heard some 156 Silence back in the day from previous albums, and his vocals, sorry, I don't know his name and I don't want to lose my train of thought, but his vocals have always stood out. His cadence, his passion, his delivery has always been just so raw and intense. And I felt like with this album, he really, there's a lot of moments where his screams were just going back and forth and just adding to the music. You can tell there's real genuine emotion rather than focusing on what sounds cool. And I think that's why the screams sounded so good here. But it balanced out with these spoken word sections that were creepy and weird that matched the theme of the music, but then these cleans, the singing was actually really nice. It wasn't poppy, it wasn't hooky, rather than, again, focused on these passionate emotive feelings. The vocal melodies were resounding, the chord progressions with the vocals worked alongside the keys and the instruments too, so it just felt all in sync. Overall, I am thoroughly impressed with this record. You know, if there's some things that I wasn't really crazy about, and if I'm going to be nitpicky, I felt like the guitars were a little bit on the bland side. You know, they're a little bit more just rhythm focused. You know, I did find some of the chord progressions were actually pretty nice at times, and that's where I said Misery Signals kind of like, it made me think of Misery Signals a little bit, but not as complex as Misery Signals guitars. Same with the drums. So I do find that the guitars, drums, and bass, which pretty much is the basis to a lot of metalcore music, wasn't the most memorable. But this album is not really about that. It's not really Riff City. And I do find that it does rely on breakdowns a little bit too heavily too. But I do wish, you know, that the guitars had a little bit more resounding ideas rather than just feeling focused on rhythm sections. And also that goes with drums. Like, definitely for the music, it worked well. And the music, again, this is very well thought out record that has a lot of emotion, creativity, dense in atmosphere that is perfectly captured with the album art and just the sound from the record start to finish. So I'm giving this record an 8.6. This is one of the best records that I've heard this year, and I am very impressed with 156 Silence. So that is my thoughts on People Watching. I'm curious to know what your thoughts are, so comment down below, spice up my life. Guys, what you think about this record, I'd love to know. Thank you for supporting the Patreon. You know, there's tons of other album reactions here. This is like a whole other separate thing from YouTube and all that stuff. Like, there's over probably 300 hours, at least 250 hours worth of content just here. So feel free to check out the albums. There's a list on my about section of all the albums that you can check out here. Lastly, there's a Discord, so if you want to like chat with other 156 Silence fans or keep up to date with what's going on in the scene, you know, new music videos, breaking news, then check out the Discord link. It's free to use. But yeah, thank you for supporting the Patreon, coming off YouTube or wherever else, and actually supporting me here. I appreciate the shit out of you. But on that, thank you for tuning in. Till next time, peace.